Hi, my name's Peter, and I'm here with Sarah with Informed Educational Solutions. And I'd like to turn it over to you, Sarah, to tell us about what's coming up with admissions, and I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm really pleased to have this opportunity, Peter. I work with, I'm what's called an independent educational consultant. I work one-on-one with students from all over the US and all over the world. So I see most of my students are applying to top US universities. And so I'm seeing really wonderful students all the time, really great kids, amazing grades, unusual activities, some real expertise even in different areas. So I can easily imagine how tough it must be for highly selective admissions offices to make some of these decisions. And as some of you probably already know, that one of the main changes that COVID brought to the admissions field is that required SAT and ACT testing went out the window. You have a choice. You can submit SATs or ACTs or not submit them at all. And I have students who do both. Um, I had a student admitted last year to Wharton, and she had amazing grades and did not submit SATs. She said to me, Sarah, I don't want to spend the time that I know will be required to do this kind of prep work. And she was accepted early decision. Now, when you don't submit scores, clearly there's going to be more focus on your grades, on the courses you've chosen, and on your teacher recommendations. So you're sort of shifting the focus off of scores and onto other things when you don't submit. We know that at most top universities, it's about half who submit and half who don't. And we know that often, and I can think of a couple of colleges in particular, they'll admit about 1/3 of those students who do not submit scores. So I don't think you're at a disadvantage, but I do think you're going to have to look for real strength in the rest of your academic program. The only other thing I want to say about test optional is the impact it's had on admission applications. So starting in 2020 with COVID, and that was the spring when colleges went to test optional, that year we saw an uptick in the number of applications, and we didn't know what that meant. Would this continue? Would it level out? It has continued. 2022, it went higher, and this year it went even higher. So for example, Yale University said that their application numbers have increased 50% in 3 years. So students have to understand what this means in real terms. Harvard, Brown, Stanford, Princeton are accepting under 5% of applicants. And when I say to my students who want those universities, understand that that 5% includes recruited athletes, alumni children, and kids with extraordinary special talents. So you need a broad list.
Thank you so much. That makes a lot of sense. What is the general timeline that you would suggest in terms of preparation?
Sure. Right now, if you're a student finishing your junior year, this is a big summer for you. I hope you already have lined up a job, an internship, a summer program, volunteer work, something meaningful to do this summer that will be something to talk about in your college essays. But clearly this summer is very much the time when I'm focusing on my rising seniors. My goal for them is to have all application work, all essay work done before they return to school. And I guess most of my students do that, are able to do that. There's a few stragglers, of course. But you know, when you go back to school as a senior, you've got a lot of work to do. There's a lot, your senior grades, fall grades are extremely important for your college acceptances. And so to carry college essay work into the fall is really tough. So pace yourself, have a schedule, get another set of eyes on your essays, probably not your parents, but maybe an English teacher or a really smart friend who writes well, someone else to look at what you've said, see if you're actually answering the prompt, which is a big thing. A lot of kids, drafts I first see, there's a prompt and then there's an essay and they bear no relationship to each other. You need to answer the prompt. Really important.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. What is the best way to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. My website is www.informededucationalsolutions.com. And that's how you can get me. Nice to see you all and to meet you, Peter.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Sarah. Take care.
Bye. Bye.